Hey guys, my name is Laser and welcome back to another video. So today we're not playing Minus and Later, this is just a screen, but it says we're making things more awesome, be back soon. So yeah, web page not available, so that's annoying. So I guess reacting to the Odd Ones Out videos part 2. Shout out to Game of Jen, I was just watching her. So, the Odd Ones Out. Oh, so, oops, wait. I forgot to put face cam on, sorry. Hello. Wait, I need my glasses. So, hey guys, so the first one we're going to be watching, I've decided is going to be random one, my poetry teacher. Right.
I'll take school facts for 800, Alex.
Okay.
This is the most useless class that a person could take in school.
Yes.
Oh man. What is poetry? I'm sorry, Jeff, but the correct answer is all of them.
Yes.
All useless. In my first video, I didn't
Definitely.
have enough time to say this, but I hate it when people are cool with their teachers. I understand that some teachers are more laid back than others, and sometimes they'll ask the class, so how was everyone's weekend? Then if you want to talk about something or important news, then you can share it. My dog died. Yeah, they do that. But there's a line and you
Seriously?
can't cross it. Don't talk to your teacher just to talk to them during class. I don't know how much of a problem this is in other places of the world, but sometimes there would be kids in my class that would say, "Hey Susan, how was your daughter's dance recital? Did you remember all of her moves? I saw the video you posted on
Okay,
Facebook. It looked
this
like
is
she was having a fun time."
random.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Maybe
Stop
I
it!
was a good teacher. Before I tell you about my poetry teacher, I need to tell you about the preparatory school I went to so you can better understand where I'm coming from. So I went to a preparatory school in 9th grade, and first off, what is a preparatory school?
I have no idea.
It's a private school that prepares students for college. Now, hearing that definition, you might think, wait, don't all schools prepare students for college? Isn't that a school's job? And you might think that a preparatory school is more fancy and made out of marble and all the kids come from rich families. No. What it means is that the schools get little government funding and parents have to pay for desks and the teacher's salary. I know different private schools vary depending on how rich the parents are. I'm sure that school made out of marble exists somewhere, but the preparatory school I went to was relatively worse than a normal public school. The school I went to didn't even have desks. They had fold-up tables.
Seriously?
The chairs were fold-up too. How did they... Oh. Well, now I know where all the budget went. The main difference between a public school and a prep school is that a prep school is smaller and there's a uniform and there's lockers. So why did my twin sister and I attend a preparatory school? Because twins have superpowers and we need to go to a special school to enhance our abilities.
Yeah, totally.
That'd be cool though. We went because when we were starting our freshman year, our older brother was a senior and he was already attending this preparatory school, and my mom didn't want to drive to 2 high schools to pick us up. We already had a carpool in place. You can't just mess with the carpool. And me and my sister didn't know what to expect from a public high school. We've never been. We thought we'd get bullied or something. Boy, I feel like picking on someone today. Yeah, sure, we can go to a prep school. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Well, the carpool we had made it so we would arrive at the school super early before everyone else, and we'd be picked up from the school super late. And also, because it was a prep school, they gave out a stupid amount of homework. I remember
Two to infinity.
Like, okay, I can do the geometry while I'm waiting for school to start. Biology homework I can do during geometry class. And I have choir after lunch, so I can just do this during lunch. Look at me being responsible. I have a little sister who just finished her freshman year in a public high school, and she thinks it was so hard. Oh, you thought your 9th grade was hard? Try doing twice the amount of homework and wear the same pants every day. So now the only question remaining is, why did my older brother go to a prep school in the first place?
I don't know.
Bro, why did you go to a prep school in the first place? IDK, just decided to. Just felt like I should. My mom reads my scripts, and she told me that he went to a prep school because one of his friends said that there were cute girls at the school.
Wow.
So he decided to stay there for 4 years. Okay, now let's talk about my poetry teacher. I'll call him Mr. Poe.
Mr.
That's
Poe.
short for poetry. Poetry
To
was
poetry.
an elective class. Every freshman was required to take it, and surprisingly, poetry was only the second most useless class you took at the school. The sophomores took a class on Latin, you know, that dead language that no one speaks. Mr. Poe, I don't want to judge him too hard. I don't know how he was like outside of school, but just picking up the vibes I got from him as a 14-year-old, impressed. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, anyone who likes poetry probably has something wrong in their head. But Mr. Poe just seems sad all the time. Every single day he would start the class by saying, "It's the best day ever." Which, if you think about it, saying that every day only means that the days are going to get better and better, which is sort of poetic. But I think Mr. Poe is lying to himself. Also, Mr. Poe really liked anacondas. I mean, snakes. He really likes snakes. Sometimes he would go off on tangents talking about snakes. Royal pythons, also called American ball python, got their name because they turn into a ball when they get nervous. Also, did you know that snakes have two... Never mind. Sometimes in class we'd be analyzing poetry, and Mr. Poe told us that every single word in a poem was important. The poet didn't have to use the word "the," but they did. What did they mean? Sometimes we would spend days analyzing a single poem, taking notes and talking about what we thought the poem meant.
Wait.
One time
Okay. Right, so I'm back. I was just getting some food. Nana gave me bread. Bread toasted.
Sometimes we would spend days analyzing a single poem, taking notes and talking about what we thought the poet meant. One time a poem we were reading had someone talking, so there were quotation marks at the start of the sentence, but there weren't quotation marks at the end. The poet forgot to put end quotes. I remember noticing it and thinking, aha! A clue! Mr. Poe, I just made a breaking discovery. There's no end quotes here, meaning that the whole rest of this poem is told by this character. And Mr. Poe said, oh no, that's just a typo. Well, freaking, why am I perfectly nitpicking this piece when the poet purposely put poor punctuation in his poems?
Wow.
Pterodactyl! This is going to sound off-topic, but do you guys know what lateral thinking puzzles are? Lateral thinking puzzles are sort of like riddles, but more stupid. You're given a strange situation with little information, and you have to ask the person who told you the puzzle yes or no questions to get the answer. My favorite lateral thinking puzzle is this because it's so stupid. A man goes into a restaurant, orders albatross, eats one bite, and then jumps off a bridge. Why? Now, normally, if we were playing legitly, you would ask me yes or no questions like, was the man in a relationship? And I would answer them saying, well, not anymore. The explanation is this. I'm not going to read it out because it's super...
The man. Okay, so the man, his wife, and some other third person on name Hunter, of course, are shipwrecked on the drives for the means of albatross. Okay. Okay.
Going to read it out because it's super long and complicated, but well, Mr. Poe also liked to
for 1 second.
Also like to tell these lateral thinking. Answer them saying, well, not anymore. The explanation is this. I'm not going to read it out because it's super long and complicated, but you can read it.
Okay. Okay, you can read that. You can just pause this right now. Okay, if you've paused it, it's good.
If you want. Well, Mr. Poe also liked to tell these lateral thinking puzzles, but his solutions were more dumber. One of the puzzles he told the class was, you're trapped in a restaurant, how do you get out? Now, I can think of like 5 solutions right off the top of my head. Okay, through the door, through a window, use a crowbar if it's locked. There's probably a sharp knife to cut through a wall, or you can dig a hole under everything with a spoon. But it was actually none of those answers. So, how do you get out of a restaurant you're trapped in? You get an education. Okay, let me explain.
Seriously,
you're trapped in a restaurant because you're a waiter. That's your job. And to get out of the restaurant, you need to get a good education so you can get a better job. Kind of like how I was able to quit my job in the food industry by getting...
How do you get a better education if you're trapped in there? You can't just go somewhere to get a better education when you're just trapped in there.
An education? It's funny because he dropped out of college. So the class got the answer to that riddle, but Mr. Poe told us another riddle and we never figured that one out. And that riddle is, anyone can dig a ditch, but it takes a real man to blank. Given that the answer to the first riddle was education, the answer to this could be anything. I really wanted to know the answer to this riddle, so I googled it hoping that Mr. Poe just stole it from the internet, and I found this song, anyone can dig a hole close enough to a ditch, but it takes a real man to call it home. Which sounds poetic enough. Let's see if the song gives us any more clues. Mr. Poe, I didn't know you were into this sort of stuff.
Oh
I wish
my
I could give you the
goodness.
answer, but I don't have one. Feel free to guess what you think the answer is and give your reasoning in the comments. That'll be fun to read. But I will say the answer that I did come up with that I think makes the most sense. Anyone can dig a ditch, but it takes a real man to hide the body. Poetry was dumb, but at least I learned something. How to write haikus. Honestly, I'm glad I took a poetry class.
So
At least
now
it's
we are
not
going
French.
to watch.
Mr. Poe, teacher, if you're somehow watching
Where
this,
is
thanks for
it?
teaching me stuff. I need to give a big thanks to my friends.
Thanks for teaching me stuff.
Hey, this is kind of like a part 2 video. I mean, you don't have to have seen the part 1 video to
Or we
understand
have,
what I talk
just
about
before.
in this video. But I mean, if you haven't watched
Yesterday.
part 1, you should. So I used to work at Subway, and to be honest, about
Subway.
80% of the customers were fine. Sometimes they would do something that would just personally annoy me, like ask for a meatball on flatbread. So don't feel too bad for me. Like sometimes people would ask me, can I have a turkey with lettuce, tomatoes? Whoa, slow down. What kind of bread? Footlong or 6-inch? What kind of cheese? Is it toasted? Then we'll talk about vegetables. And every time someone brought in a list, there would always be something missing on it. Always.
Sandwich.
I never had someone come in.
Seriously,
No,
sandwich.
what kind of
Just
bread? Footlong or
lettuce.
6-inch? What kind of cheese? Is it toasted? Then we'll talk about vegetables. And every time someone brought in a list, there would
Sandwich. Lettuce. That's it. The only thing on the thing is lettuce.
always be something missing on it. Always. I never had someone come in with a complete list. I would ask someone, what kind of cheese? And they would say, they didn't specify. Well then, if they didn't care enough to remember cheese, I guess they'll get Swiss. If anyone watching is currently working at a Subway, then feel free to use these tricks.
I'm not.
If someone asked me, what kind of cheese do you
Oh,
recommend?
there's
I
Jaden.
would always say provolone, because it's the easiest cheese to pull apart with gloves on. Really, if anyone asked me what I recommended, I would just tell them the easiest thing for me to do. But even after I gave my insightful provolone cheese recommendation, sometimes people would still say, I'll take American. Why do you even ask me what cheese I would recommend if you're not going to take it seriously? Another thing that would annoy me is when people would say the sandwich was all done, but they didn't put any sauce on it. So I would ask, any sauce? And then they would be like, oh yeah, mayonnaise. Oh, why did you tell me it was all done if it wasn't? Also, the receipt machine at the store took like 7 seconds to print out the receipt. So
Okay,
it would be very awkward every time I would
Yeah, I
ask
was just gonna say that. That'd be very awkward.
people, do you want your receipt? And then they would say yes, and then we would just stare at each other until
That's creepy.
the receipt printed. So what I did every time someone swiped their credit card, I would just stare off into space, and in my head I would count to 5, and then I would ask, do you want your receipt? And by the time they said yes, it was like magic. As soon as they said yes, the receipt printed. At Subway, you only work with one other person. So if someone got annoyed and said, let me talk to your manager, I would just look at them and go, listen, I've been here the longest. The only other person in this store is a 16-year-old girl, and she technically isn't old enough to use a toaster, so I'm probably your best bet, and I'm the manager. Like, do people think the manager will automatically take their side and give them free stuff? Yes, actually they do think that, because it happens all the time. I would consider myself a pretty laid-back Subway employee. I didn't like to be stingy with people, even though I was disobeying the Subway formula on purpose. Oh, you want more than 6 olives on your footlong? Sure. Here, have a 5th slice of cheese. $1.50 for avocado. I'll charge you 75 cents, buddy. I probably shouldn't be saying these things, you know, in case this whole YouTube thing flops and I need a job. So I wasn't really strict on the rules. You know those fast food workers who are strict? Yeah, we won't serve breakfast at 10:02. Get out. But being pretty laid back still didn't stop people from being annoying. So this one person comes in and asks for 2 footlong pastrami sandwiches. And pastrami is our most expensive sandwich. It's about $10 for a footlong. Guys, the pastrami is super good, but I wouldn't pay for it. I mean, it's good, yeah, but I'm not paying $10 for a footlong. It's not worth it. So this guy, I make his 2 sandwiches, I ring him up, and I say, that'll be $20. And I guess he didn't look at the price of the sandwich on the menu, or he thought we still did the $5 footlongs, because he said to me, I ain't paying for that. And this is when I was just starting out. I only had like a week of experience. And after he said that, I responded, well, shoot. I guess you're not paying for it. I didn't know people could do that. Hey, I want this. All right, that's $20. Yeah, you don't want it? No, I want it. I'm just not paying for it. Okay, no, but actually, we did come up with a compromise. He told me that he had $12, so he ended up paying for one of the sandwiches, and I got to eat the other one. So it all worked out.
Cool.
This one time I was making a sandwich for a guy with a very heavy accent, and he asks for onions on the side. No big deal. We at Subway put vegetables in little cups all the time. I actually got a soup cup because the on the side cups are teeny tiny, and I start doing my thing, but then he says, no, on the side. And I think, oh, he's getting a footlong. He probably wants onions on half of...
Why is there a Doge right here, right here? There's... Okay, so what do you all want? Cheese, tomato, onion, doge? That's
but
random.
not the other. So I start putting onions on half the sub, but then again he says, no, on the side. At this point, I don't know what this guy wants. So I ask him, on the side of what? And then he screams, onions! And I never figured out what he was trying to say. This one old gentleman asks for sauce to be put on his vegetables, and normally we put it on top of the sandwich with the meat. And I didn't know if I heard him correctly because I put the sauce on and then I closed the sandwich. So your sauce would have been in the same place either way. One time, this woman tipped me and Corey $40. She wasn't annoying. I just want to sprinkle in some good customer stories. Okay, one time this Native American person came in, and I don't know if mentioning that was important to this story. He comes in and asks for 5-foot-long tunas. Okay, Tyler, just me and you. Let's do this. And then when we're all finished, we ring him up and we say, anything else? And he says, 7 meatballs. What? He wanted 7 more sandwiches. But James, you're Suabway. You're supposed to make people sandwiches regardless of how many they ask for. Yeah, I know, but the guy could have
That's 4. He used to make 11 of like around the hardest ones to make.
A bit differently. Normally for a platter, you have to call in at least an hour ahead, and that's only 5-foot-longs. This guy could have called ahead and said, hey, I'm getting 12 sandwiches, so just prepare yourselves.
Not 11.
Mentally. I mean, we had so many customers waiting in line. No, we didn't. That's a lie. It was only him. But still, this one woman, I was making her sandwich, and for vegetables, she asks for extra lettuce. So I put on a big handful, but then she asks for more. So I put more on. More. Let's sprinkle some on. More! I won't be able to close the sandwich with any more lettuce. And she says, that's fine. All right, extra lettuce it is. So I ended up giving her an open sandwich with a mountain of lettuce. You know we do salads, right? When I was little, I always thought if I was working at a store and someone tried to rob me, I wouldn't give them any money. But now it's like, psh, I ain't risking my life for Suabway. Here, take the cash register. So thankfully I've never had anyone pull a gun on me, but I have caught people stealing from us. I was making someone's sandwich, and this one kid asks for just a water cup, so I gave it to him. So I go back to making a sandwich, and I just hear the fuzzy soda sounds being dispensed. And I look over.
Just why? Why you have to do this? You are naughty. I am him. That's awkward.
And the kid is putting soda in the cup. He didn't even try to hide it. When I put soda in a water cup, I at least wait for the employees to go in the back. But I didn't even say anything. I was just like, all right, man. This guy, I totally saw him take a bag of chips, and he hid it under the counter so I couldn't see. So when I rang up his sandwich, I asked, anything else? And he said, nope. All right, whatever. Okay, last story. I was in the back. I was playing some Clash of Clans, and we have a computer that showed...
So, right now. Okay, I'm back.
With the camera seat, and I see this woman who was eating there. She reached over the counter and took 3 large cups.
Wow.
I did nothing to stop it. You know, I'm the kind of person that's like, the fast food employee is always right. Say if I was eating somewhere, and I asked for a chicken salad, and they said, we only have tuna salad. I'm the kind of person that's like, oh, well, I guess I'm having the tuna salad then. I think people need to realize that these fast food workers are actually people, and not something for you to use to get a free sandwich. I did mean it when I said in the last video that everyone at some point should work in a fast food or retail job. It's nuts. Okay, we're done.
Okay, I'll just watch one more.
Putting 6 olives on a footlong. One of them even fell off.
Wow, okay. So watch one more. It's probably gonna be quite quick.
So I'm just gonna get this out of the way. It has nothing to do with the video. But one year for Halloween, I dressed up as a bunny. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea. Maybe I thought I'd be cute. But looking back at these old photos, I realized, man, I was cute. So me and my friends took trick-or-treating very seriously. There's no messing around. One year we practiced the path we would take a week before Halloween so our legs wouldn't get tired.
Okay, that's kind of lame.
You have to be in top physical condition to go door to door and get free candy, and then mess your whole body up again. So obviously now I'm a retired trick-or-treater, so I'm going to pass down my wisdom to anyone out there who is still trick-or-treating. A lot of people will say, to get the good candy, you gotta map out the whole neighborhood. Skip the ones who have Milk Duds and Whoppers. Okay, team, let's go. No, sometimes you can't. There was only one house in my neighborhood that gave out big candy, and my parents didn't want to drive me to the rich people neighborhood, so what do you got there? Well, me and my friends came up with a couple of ways to get the most out of your trick-or-treating. One time, my friend based his whole costume to maximize his candy pull. What did he dress up as? He dressed up as a newspaper delivery boy. What? That's really lame. No, it's actually really smart and genius. Let me explain. With his costume, he was able to ride a bike. That let him go from house to house quicker, and it wasn't so hard on his legs. And also, his costume had a built-in candy bag. It's perfect! And I guess by the time this video comes out, it's probably too late to change your costume, so...
Well, right now it's October. Well, no, is it September or October? September. It's nearly October.
Next year? Do you want to know another strategy? Well, here's my secret. You have to talk your way into more candy. This is what you do. You dress up as a doctor or nurse and put your local children's hospital logo on your chest. You'll carry 2 pillowcases around it. I took pillowcases to go trick-or-treating, not those plastic pumpkin things. I don't know if anyone else did that. And I would advise to go to the next neighborhood over. Make sure no one knows who you really are, because to use this trick, you're gonna have to lie. Anonymity is key. So every time you go to someone's door, you tell them these exact words. Oh, this? My mom works at a children's hospital, and I wanted to get some candy for the kids that couldn't go trick-or-treating. Some of those kids, man. Because of their cancer, they can't have any Milk Duds or Whoppers. I don't know if they'll make it till Thanksgiving. 90% of the time, parents will give you a big handful of candy. For the kids. And I guess now, looking back at it, you could say it's wrong and sinful. But I'm not actually stealing from those kids. I'm just using them to get more candy. And lastly, my last trick to get more candy. You know those please take one candy bowls?
Wow. Okay.
So those are my tricks in getting more candy for Halloween. Do you have any more ideas? Tell me below in the comments.
No,
Also, I draw comics. I didn't know if you knew that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna watch. Okay, so this is the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe and stuff.
Everyone, shut up and look at this video. Everyone, shut up and look at this video. Everyone, shut up and look at this video. Everyone, shut up and look at this video.
Okay.
I love the internet.